You know, I've noticed something interesting lately. A lot of people are doing pretty well in life, much better than they think, and still they are not satisfied with what they have. They don't like what they've achieved. They are not satisfied with what they've accomplished. They completely devalue their achievements. They depreciate like what they have. And it's a pretty interesting topic, I guess, and today we're going to talk about it. By the way, guys, my name is Evgeny. If you're for the first time here on this channel, welcome to Evgeny's Heartbeat. Here I make cinematic travel vlogs, music-driven videos, short films, and just this kind of talking head videos, vlogs, where I'm sharing my experience of my life being an immigrant in Chile, of my trying, and I hope pretty successfully, rebuilding my life, starting everything from zero, and really like obtaining happiness, finding a way to feel truly happy in this life. And if I make you feel at least like happy or fun just for a slight second while you're watching this video, my mission is accomplished in a way. I mean, I'm also happy. So let's get back to the topic. I think maybe you are this kind of person, maybe you have these kind of friends when, let's take, I'm a pool player. Just, I'm going to take myself as an example now. Not an amateur, but not a truly professional, like a semi-professional level of playing billiards, pool, whatever. And a few months ago here in Concon, in Chile, I managed to take the third place on a local tournament in our billiard hall. And well, it wasn't the second, wasn't the first place, but was the third. And I took it in a game where I actually barely knew how to play it. It was a Chilean pool. I barely knew just barely knew any rules, but my knowledge of American pool like helped me. I mean, I could tell you that, well, it's like not a big deal, third place in some kind of local tournament in Chile, in some billiard hall. Not many people knows about. Who gives a care? I mean, does it make any difference? Does it have any importance? No, not big deal. No, it's not important. The world hasn't even noticed it, right? But let's take it from another perspective. I, an immigrant, came here to Chile, started playing this game, barely at that moment, barely knew any rules, and I compete against the very strong players in that hall, and actually some of them were pretty good in the whole Valparaiso region, and I managed to compete against them, and not only compete, managed to win. That's crazy. It's like probably the majority of people who have never won any tournament in their life. Imagine that. Or let's take acting. I'm an actor. I still haven't got any big Hollywood blockbuster movies. Like, I haven't landed a role in any of them. But I have a few credits on IMDb website. One of the short movies that I made as a protagonist, having a lead role back in Russia in 2021-2022. One of those movies where I landed a lead role. I was the main character there, so this movie has got internationally more than 20 awards, I guess, including Boston International Film Festival, like Toronto Film Festival in Canada, in Turkey, in Europe, more than 20 awards for the best short comedy movie, the best director, the best screenplay for the comedy movie. I was only an actor there, but I mean, these awards, I'm also sharing the part of the fame. I'm being the main character, imagine that. And also I played in some international Zoom conference call productions, international ones, and also have like filmography of lots of short films, music clips. On YouTube there are some cool works where I participated, productions, and I could tell you like, well, this is nothing, like it's not a big deal. But let's just like imagine that a young actor who just graduated from some university, from a acting school, acting studio, somewhere very far from here, or maybe close, doesn't matter, and tell him that, you know, man, would you like to have this kind of filmography in the first years of your acting career? Well, that will be insane, right? Imagine that. It's like, well, you have IMDb credits, you have filmography, you participated in international short films that gained lots of international awards. That's crazy. So I shouldn't devalue it, and neither should you if you have some achievements. And doesn't matter how big they appear to you. You can always respect yourself. You can always find something decent in what you're doing in life. And you should really appreciate it and value it. That's very important, guys. Just think what you have. Think what you've accomplished. Think of all the things that you've completed. How many effort, energy, time, money you've spent and invested into that. And probably you have some achievements. Like, I think anyone just watching this video now has something that you could be proud of. And I think they should be this way. The topic of today's video is like, you shouldn't compare yourself to the best, the top class of the world. I mean, you should do it in a way if you want to have progress, you want to self-develop in your niche, in some directions of your life. But don't compare yourself to some people that appear better than yourself to you, just because you still haven't achieved what they have. If you take yourself now and compare yourself to your older version a year ago, 2 years ago, 5, 10 years ago, you'll be amazed how much you have achieved. And I'm sure you have achieved a lot. And you shouldn't forget that. You should never devalue that. That's like probably the lesson advice, if you might call it, I would like to share today in this video with you guys. I mean, sometimes we feel unhappy, sometimes a little like depressed, in melancholy, and thinking that we haven't achieved anything significant. But that's not the case. We have. You have. And guys, my loyal subscribers to this channel, or even newcomers if for the first time here, I believe in all of you. Any person watching this video, I'm here in Concon, sitting on these beautiful rocks by the Pacific Ocean, as you might see. Very beautiful place. I'm sure you have lots of things you can be proud of. And I think it's important to remember that your life is not like, you shouldn't think of it this way, that your life is not valid unless your life is legendary. Your career is not valid unless you're working as a CEO in some big, like, I don't know, Microsoft, Apple company. Your achievements are not valid in sport if you haven't gained the Olympic golden medal. Probably you have, like, you probably won other awards in local tournaments, stuff like that, and it's also great. Most of people probably, like not most, a lot of people never even tried to take those risks, never even tried to participate in a championship of any level, never even tried to take risks to move to another country, to another city, haven't ever taken the risk of like changing their profession, their style of life, they like mental thinking, the form of thinking, and the way of making decisions. Like really brave movements. And if you have done at least one thing of them that I mentioned above, you have already something to be proud of, and you shouldn't devalue it once again. So guys, that's probably the message of this video today. That's what I wanted to share with you. This like reflections of mine during the last weeks. This idea came to my mind, decided to share it with you. You are all wonderful people. You all have something to be proud of. And if you are like, don't get to the 1%, the best of the best in the world, it doesn't matter that your life isn't worth it. Your life is very valuable. You have value, and it's very important that you are on this earth with all of us. So don't forget that, and like cheer up and always have a great mood in life. So guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you like it. If you liked it, please hit thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna see you next week, next video probably. We're going to have some cinematic vlogs. I want to make a video on Valparaiso. We're going to walk, enjoy beautiful views, maybe talking with strangers, maybe not, maybe buy something beautiful or tasty, and just spend a great day and night together. Love you all, guys. Thank you for being here, and see you next time next week. From Chile with love. Bye.